Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading for the next 3 months. And let's dive in with the cards first. By the way, comment down below how you guys are doing today. I mean, last week, the last 3 days have been really hectic for me, busy, and also like a lot of chores that I had to take care of. That's why I took a small break. And I hope you enjoyed your other readings in the meantime. And let me know which part of these readings you like the most. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, hit subscribe. We hit the 80,000 this month, and we're heading this year to 100,000. Let's do it together, okay? We have a lightning bolt here. Control your anger or you will be sorry. What? For Pisces? Let's see why that is for. We have a camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. I mean, let's discuss too, Pisces. The Pisces that I know are really calm, cool, collected, and positive most of the time. They're solution oriented. Are you going through an anger issue right now? Do you feel that? Do you express that, or react or respond? How do you deal with that? Persevere is like this can be something, a situation really pissing you off. Basically, you just want to react to it. But it seems like here there's something much better waiting for you on the other side of this feeling. We have a yes, great happiness right there. A lobster says financial pinch, but we have a success here. So this is a really weird symbol when it comes to expressing financial pinch, because lobster is something really hard to actually have access to. Nowadays, in the modern days, we have access to it. However, it's really like expensive. It used to be, when you look at the 60s, 70s movies, it's really an expensive item. So I don't understand why it just expressed financial pinch here. It can be maybe getting to it can require a little bit like savings on the side. Maybe this is actually a success breakthrough when it comes to money, but you should be watching what you're spending in the meantime. It can be expressing of that, okay? Another thing I have is a tankard. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. This kind of has like a dragon here attached to it. Dragon is passion, so I want to add that to the celebration as well. Maybe something you're passionate about is coming into your life. Would love to see that. Feather, it says someone you know is dependable, undependable, and insincere. This feather energy, let's see, why is that? The feather, I see feather as something that is actually we used to write in the past, so it's about knowledge. I feel like this is not only like someone you know is undependable, insincere. It's about you becoming aware of it, okay? It's the information might be out there and you might be ignoring it. That's sometimes what we do because we don't want to lose people in our lives. We have a King of Pentacles here. This can be someone, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, an earth sign, and maybe an older gentleman or someone who needs to become that, okay? We have Seven of Pentacles. This person might be giving false hopes, guys. I don't know why it just came to me. The Fool on the bottom, you need to reset. That's what you need to do. I have Nine of Pentacles, like go on your own way. There's actually a song, My Own Way. Fleetwood Mac. Maybe you should listen to that song just a tiny bit. And it seems like here the feather is coming to let you know, have the knowledge. This is not really your person, okay? You are better alone type of energy here we have. Let's see what else. We have a bear, danger, especially in money matters. Okay, King of Pentacles can be this person maybe like are not dependable when it comes to money matters. This can be someone that you're trusting. Maybe you have a joint account, but they might not be the one to have that, okay? The Fool and Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, thriving by yourself. Basically, the Fool is the new beginning. Maybe you should consider that. Bear is sometimes interpreted as someone who is a big authority. So I'm going to just separate this from that as well. This can be maybe an investment that you put into something you trust, the big stock or something. There might be some danger in this thing, okay? But maybe it's time to double check that. We have a fair woman. This is a blonde, but also great or white hair. This can be someone older and someone who has knowledge about certain things. The October is number 11, by the way. 11, yes. 11 is the one and one coming together. It's the new beginning, reset. Another thing, 11 we have in tarot, I think 11, I was gonna say 1 is a double magician, which here magician is actually taking charge of your control your environment. And we have the high priestess with, this is not 11, this is number 2 in Roman numericals, but in today's world it shows up like that. It indicates knowledge, something you know. And the number 11 is justice when it comes to tarot. So this can be the justice time coming forward, that in that timeline. We can say maybe 11 weeks, which pushes it further than next 12 weeks. No, yeah, it's like in between the next 3 months time. Let's see what the cup has to reveal to us. We see crescent moons appears right away here. Crescent moon is a good sign. There's a tears of joy coming forward. Crescent moon is symbolizing a victory, also an authority. Okay, an authority might be showing up within the first 1.5 months. Maybe you're working with an authority. There's something extremely significant here. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of reminds me of the arrows. If you know about that little angel, just shoots the love arrows to people, makes them fall in love. I remember seeing them in the cartoons all the time, and they were shooting random people like that. So, I mean, Eris doesn't think who's suitable for who. It's your job to think, okay? So even if someone comes across, you will have the choice to say no here. So be aware of that first. And the second, some of you might be attracting love into your life. That's why it's showing up here. I see there are phone lines forming, and the arrows you can see is pointing to something. There's like a candle in his hand. He's pointing to the candle. Candles most of the times interpreted as like a wish fulfillment, but in the sense of you need to light up the candle first. So this is a desire you need to pursue, you need to insist upon. How can you do that? First of all, your mind is free, thinking is free. Expression can be burdensome, but thinking about something all the time is free, and you need to focus that thought into the candle. There's something called candle meditation. People just stare at the candle light for a certain amount of time, so that gathers their thoughts together, or just pushes them away, that the disturbing ones. This candle is your point of attraction, point of attention. The angel is holding it in its hands. Let's see, love is not romantic here. Love is what you would love to have in your life. And there's a massive angel. It's not a tiny little arrows flying like a bug here. It's a big one affecting your life massively. But the thing is, these are the thoughts coming forward. There's even like a conversation you're having with someone. This is very strange because someone, you see, I saw initially a conversation, but when I look at it, this person who has a horn, or maybe even wearing like a mask with a horn, and they are touching to the ring here. Ring is commitment. So it can symbolize a romantic commitment for sure. It can be also work offer, money offer, something that like you have a ring that you want commitment, you have a candle on top of it, and this person's trying to light up the candle or put down the candle. The horns here can be, like I said, a Capricorn, or can be a Taurus, which showed up here. This can be someone maybe trying to eliminate this love that you're growing, or desire that you're growing, but it is staying in the bottom of things. It's not really aligning with the angels. So it's, again, like I said, maybe your choice to believe if this person is telling the truth or they're just making things up. The angel here is offering you a highlighted candle, a candle on a higher level, which is lighted up. So choosing your desires is going to be really the key here, rather than just going down to the dumps with someone that is there. Okay, so this is the first 1.5 months energy here. You're choosing yourself each time something happens, choosing your positive desire each time something happens, because there's going to be things happening Whereas traveling, you're going to be hearing maybe a lot of gossip, and that's why the camel actually come forth here. Like persevering is the key. I see within the second month there's an arrow here. With the dragon's energy, arrow can be a Sagittarius, by the way. Dragon also can be a Sagittarius, and maybe the celebration that you'll have will be with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be their sun moon. It can be their rising sign. It can be their Venus sign. Venus means like a passionate lover, because Venus is the relationships and Sagittarius is a passionate person, and it just shows how they act in relationships. So it can be a passionate lover coming into your life with an arrow in a very fast manner, maybe within the second month. I see a number 7 here. Number 7 sounds like a lucky number, but it also has like knowledge into book knowledge. And so this might require you to do some research during that time, but the arrow is like actually steering away from that. So I feel like these are two different things, even though maybe they come together at the same point. Maybe you're going to go to a symposium, to a teaching, or if you're going to a school, you might meet with this person in that kind of like a learning environment, but they're not going to, if you're hoping, if I hang out with them, they're going to actually, maybe we're going to learn together so many things, they're not going to align. They're not going to be parallel to it, okay? So if you have any expectations on that, maybe it's time to separate them. I see in your heart space, there's also another ring. Some of you are waiting for commitment, maybe especially from someone. There's a bird inside of it. You can see the tail of the bird right there. Birds actually sing, so you need to sing. You need to express. You need to put what's in your heart out there and be very clear with that. And I feel like here, this person, I told you, there's like a Taurus or a Capricorn with someone with the horns coming. He has a ring around his head too, so he might show up like someone who wants commitment, but maybe on their own terms. Is that going to be feasible for you? Like, you need to think about that. Is that what you want? You want to accept and obey somebody else's rules, or you just want to have like a joint conversation? Because this fire energy is going to have that, I feel. Even though Earth is grounding and it's something close to your Pisces. Pisces and earth signs get along well, but is this going to be exactly what you want, or is it going to be on their terms? So you need to be very clear with that. So like, if they accept your terms, why not? And then the end of the second month, I see here there's like a wolf howling on top of this hill here. This can be someone, wolf can indicate families, by the way. Wolf packs are families. Someone in the family or someone family oriented trying to get your attention, or maybe someone who's in soul family with you, like calling your attention to themselves, like, okay, I'm here, look at me, let's talk, come over here, or something like that. There's a chunk of money behind them. This can be someone maybe who invites you for a vacation. Why not? That will be great. And behind that money, we have someone whose nose is covered. I think it's about like a sickness in the past that affects the nose, that they used to wear this kind of metal covers to their noses. That just came to me. I mean, I know it's a weird thing, but that's the first thing popped in my, like the vision came to me, like someone wearing this metal nose in front of their faces. So this can be someone who's hiding something with a very strong protection that you need to really look beyond. And the nose kind of reminds me of like the Pinocchio story. Like, a nose is something that grows when you're lying. It's described that way in that story. So this can be a person. Like, when you get into this environment, the soul family, there's something, it's just kind of looks like cornucopia as well. Something abundant coming into your life, but right at that moment, there's someone who's coming with covering their lies, basically, or maybe not really showing you the deformations that they have. Doesn't have to be physical deformations. It can be mental stuff, okay? So be aware of that. But after that, I see there's like a sunshine coming forward. I see someone actually smiling here, celebrating. There's a child right there. A female is holding a child here that you're having a conversation with. I see letter T can mean their first name or the last name, or T can be the gossip that you're going to share together with these people. Seems like the things are going to align eventually. However, there's like a process, and you need to be careful about certain people. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see your energy field has like breaks time to time. Your desire, something can actually arrive into your life very fast. but there is a blockage. You build a wall around it. It can be something you really want, but you might be thinking that you need to change everything in your life when it comes. It can be changing your maybe plans or the way you do things. There's a second desire attached to it, or the way you see things in the people. I mean, it is about this quote from Einstein came to me. He says, are we living in a hostile world? And people interpret that in both ways. He says, I think that's that. I don't know if that's the exact quote. However, the thing is, you can look at that question from each side. Are you living in a hostile world? Are you living in a peaceful world? And the moment you decide that, it actually changes every decision that you make. If you believe you're living in a hostile world, you see everyone as enemy, everyone is a liar, everybody's against you. But if you're seeing the world as a peaceful world and a supportive world, the glitches in the matrix, the negatives are not really that big of a deal for you. It's just like a sidewalk missing a chip, like a piece of rock. It's not really going to stop you walking that path. Okay. So I feel here, these are like your energies bursting out, and your creativity is soaring during this time within the beginning of the first month, and then you're building the wall back again. And beginning at the end of the second month, it's bursting out again. It's taking you outside of your comfort zone, so you're starting to think differently, and this will bring different results. I even see like a bird actually forming here, communicating with a man. So it can bring different energies, people into your life when you get outside of that comfort zone. Okay, so for some of you might be something that you cannot really control. We have a tears of joy. Some good news might be coming forward, but be conscious of the negative thoughts is important. That's the first thing that we can do. And prayer practices, meditation, they're not really about changing your thoughts, controlling your mind. It starts with all observation. What are you thinking? Who you're being? Okay, because thoughts actually turns us into the beings that we are. So you can practice some of those. Let's see. We're gonna pull month by month. Seven of Swords. This has two meanings. I'm gonna interpret with both of them. Within the first month, the second month, Five of Wands. Okay. So I don't know if it's gonna get any worse than that. We have, yes, Page of Pentacles is a good one. So Seven of Swords can mean two things. There might be some things happening behind your back that you don't know about. You see, he's stealing all these books here. They had swords in front of them. From the back door, he's going to a dark alley. Like, he's doing things that are out of your reach. Maybe this can be a person, and like tricking you, trying to trick you. But the thing is, they're playing dirty. Basically, I feel like everything that is done in the dark will actually come to light eventually, which we are stepping into the age of Aquarius, which is the age of enlightenment. Like, nobody can stay away from the light anymore. Okay, the light is going to be shining on all and everyone, what they're doing, if they're doing it in the dark. Sometimes when you see some things on TV, they're like outrageous in the movies and stuff. Those are the ways of those authorities actually letting us know what they're doing behind the closed doors. It's just we take it as a movie, but to avoid the law of karma, they need to reveal it. But we didn't think those were true because some of them are outrageous, basically. But the thing is, there is something, the light is coming to the door, can be revealed to you. Okay, so, but it's your also duty to don't turn a blind eye to the things that are in front of you. Another thing I feel with the Seven of Swords, this can also be coming to you as an advice. If you're dealing with this kind of shady situations and shady people that play dirty, because we have a Five of Wands energy coming right after, maybe you should be discreet with your work as well. This doesn't mean that do discreet work behind the closed doors with unethical practices. It doesn't mean that. It means that you don't have to reveal everything that you're doing to everyone at this point. This can, for example, maybe you're not really aware, but somebody is maybe your competitor. Five of Wands is competition, and they're not really revealing everything that they're doing to you. And maybe you should be also doing things in a discreet way as well until the final result actually gets revealed. This can be maybe if you're attending to a competition. Yeah, we have a new adventure with the Three of Wands, setting sail to maybe going on a new vacation, or starting a new project, trusting that it's working because you have seen and read the signs and all the good omens, and the foretells tell you that you're going to be safe. But do not advertise it initially, okay? Because someone might be also maybe stealing your ideas, if you're a creative person. This happens to all of us. But the thing is, I always want to point this out. Nobody is you. Nobody can create the same exact things as you do. It is going to eventually fall apart if it is not really attached. If it doesn't have an umbilical cord attached to you, and if it's your idea, your creation, it's going to fall apart eventually, okay? It's a fake creation. But your attitude, Three of Wands, is like an optimistic, positive attitude and trusting that the ships are going to be protected. So it's actually keeping that state of being as well. That's important. We have Five of Wands within the second month. Five of Wands coming with an ambiguity, which is the moon. So you might get a lot of opposition or not get support from the people around you when you step into this new life choice, make this being choice. The moon is something not really having clarity, but we have the Knight of Pentacles here. This can be like a new financial investment or idea or life change, which is going to affect you for the long term. However, Knight of Pentacles is a stable energy. So I feel like some of you are choosing something better for yourself for the long term. And this can get opposition. People might create drama over that, or maybe they're creating the drama. This is creating ambiguity. So you are deciding to make stable decisions that is going to be like creating a new future, a stable future for yourself. So this can be the chain of events. That's why I don't want to attach it to like this to that. It can be the chain of events like pushing you towards the direction of making stable decisions, choosing something for the long term rather than just fighting over a paper or fighting over something that is not going to have a long-term existence, okay? It's going to be important to consider that while you're making decisions. And the moon can also symbolize, yes, you need to tap into your intuitive guidance. Your gut feeling is going to lead you. You need to trust that during that time. When it comes to third month, we have the Page of Pentacles and Five of Swords come forward. 7 and the Five of Swords are most shady cards in the tarot, I believe. And Five of Swords is someone doing everything in their power to beat others. So in your journey of creating stability for yourself, maybe this is new love. It can be new love as well, or doing something you would love in your life, love to have. And it is also starting to thrive. It's the beginning of thrivation here. I don't know if even this is a word, I just made it up. However, there's going to be shady people in that environment. They're going to try to beat you, or this can be someone maybe in love coming to you. They're lying through their teeth, that are not trustworthy. You need to make your decisions with discernment, because something better, a beautiful offer is in front of you right there as well. That's going to show up too. If you can bypass this untrustworthy situation, and you can feel a lot of greed. I feel like Five of Swords comes with a lot of greed here. It can be maybe a business partnership you're offering to someone. They're actually speaking nonsense. Oh, we're gonna do this and that, like we're gonna maybe do like very shady stuff, and you're feeling it, sensing it, knowing it, and knowingly if you step into that, there might be actually something you don't prefer coming out of that. Another thing what you can do here is, I feel, is actually going with what your hearts tell you to do, the most positive thing, which comes with a fish. Fish symbolizes money, wealth, abundance, and resources of the world, okay? Let's pull your spirit animals. Since we said fish, let's see if we're going to have some fish. Fish Pisces, your energy too, by the way. We have a tiger. Divine timing. Good things come to those who wait. Do we have any? I mean, we don't have Hangman here, but Hangman is your energy, guys. So be truly who you are. We have a lion here. These are all cat families coming forward. Honor your soul and celebrate its journey. Let me tell you, since the beginning of this reading, authenticity keeps running in my head. The word, I don't want to speak it because it wasn't really related to the cards, but the honor, even though it sounds like something like sounds like a soldier would have, or something like a captain. But it's not it. It's about honor your soul, your authenticity. Be who you truly are, which is like a divine creation, the soul that we're in. We have a body. We're a soul. You're a soul, and you're truly came to express who you are and reflect God's aspect. So celebrate your journey, celebrate your soul's journey here. And whatever has happened for a reason, and you will see what the reason is very soon. We have the dolphins here. It's not a fish, but it's a sea creature. It's a mammal. Let's see. It says Atlantis healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. For some of you, I feel like this is a very clear message because it's going to be very aligned with your nature. The healing message can be coming through, maybe even religious teachings to you, or it can come through a philosophy book, but it is surfacing. Wisdom is surfacing, but you need to pick it up. Stop and listen is the key here. We have a birth, to be receptive to a new idea, child, or a situation, which is a good one. And I feel like that's why you need to be discreet when it comes to. And we have an Archangel Uriel, become a peace ambassador. For some of you, this can be symbolizing you may be carrying the word for some, or maybe negotiating some things for others, or maybe, why not? You can become a mediator in some cases, in situations that will benefit you at the end of the day. Let's see one more or two more. Okay. My mind is open to new experiences that will transform my life. This is related to the birth. I celebrate my differences. I am free from conformity. This is the authenticity that I think that came to me. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.